Good morning. What a weird time this is. Such uncertainty in the world and so many things going on. I'm doing this 24 hours before you will probably hear it. So the news on the American election will be a bit further along the road by the time you hear this and see this. It's a time of further lockdown, which we begin as well. It's a time of so much uncertainty, and I suddenly was reminded by the reason, reminded about the reason why we started this, or this group was started in Dalverton, and it was to support and encourage people in this time of pandemic. And I want to talk today about someone who in their own day was a tremendous encourager and supporter of people, and that is Julian of Norwich. She was a 14th century mystic. She wrote the first book ever written by a woman. We don't even know her real name. She was just named after the church in which she had her cell as an anchorite in Norwich, the Church of St Julian, which is still there today. And she was a remarkable woman. She lived in times of great uncertainty, just as we live in times of great uncertainty today. She lived through the time of the Black Death, devastating the country, the Peasants' Revolt of 1381, and also that same year John Wycliffe was sent down from Oxford for criticising the Roman Catholic Church, and he was the founder of the Lollards, who were being persecuted at that time. So it was a time of real unrest, and the book that she wrote two different versions, I think, of it, as I recall, a long text and a short text, but they were revelations of divine love. And I find it quite amazing that in a patriarchal society, a patriarchal church, she was a woman who was clearly respected. She was left money, she was left bequeathed things in wills to further her work. She lived a simple celibate life as far as we know, and also herself fell extremely ill when she was 30 or so, and not quite sure whether it was Black Death or what it was, but she thought she was going to die. And it was in that time that she wrote these revelations that came to her from the Passion of Christ. And they were revelations that were not actually published in book form until after the Reformation in the late 17th century, but since then have been retranslated several times and been used by many, many people as words of encouragement and words of, well, love, really, simple as that. And the most famous saying of all, and I'd love it if all of us in Dalverton could kind of encourage each other with these simple words, a simple saying: all will be well, and all manner of things will be well. And this was Julian's strong faith that we should just rest in the arms of God. And I just hope that those who are struggling at this time, those who are ill themselves, those who have relatives who are ill, those who have lost relatives to this terrible thing I just hope and pray that we can all remember to remind each other that whatever happens, all will be well, and all manner of things will be well. Amen.